Okay, today's date, March 22, 2024. And let's look at something here. We are in the game of Dyson Sphere. And let's see, where do we want to do? We wanted to fly up in the air here a little bit. Look around what we have here. We have a cool looking place here. And I want you to pay particular attention to the upper left hand corner. Notice the temperatures of the GPU / CPU. How can a computer run so cool as this? Now, mind you, I am recording in 4K with GeForce Experience, so that in itself is taking up resources. Okay, so you got to consider that's not actual what you're seeing is not actual in-game completely, because in-game I would not be recording GeForce Experience, so that has got to be sucking up some resources by itself. It's just in the spring of 2024. Spring came early this year. Instead of being on the 21st, it was on the 19th of March. But anyways, you can see. So we're going to go take a look at a couple of things here to show the statistics. And I'm going to say that, see who can figure out what question to ask to divert our attention off of these temperatures. Let's see if anybody is really sharp enough to figure out what to ask. I will, and I am going to give you a clue coming up very soon also. So I will prove to you that the game, and in there is going to be a clue. You don't know when it comes, but it's going to be there. A very small clue for the trained eye. So here's in the settings. We're going to hit escape, go into the settings, and we're going to go settings. I'm going to show you, we are recording in 4K. You see right there? 4K. I could, if I wanted to, I could go up to this setting. That's even higher than 4K. Let's watch the graphics. You can see when I move, the CPU is ticking. So I'm not just randomly generating those images up on the left-hand side of the screen. Oh, the sun is going down. The sun's going down. See the CPU went up to 29 for a brief period. I'll tell you something else too, though. I don't see how the CPU can change temperature so fast. I'm going to go from 21 to 29 in a heartbeat. Nothing changes temperatures that fast, right? Okay, so we looked at the game settings. Now let me go put that back to, wait a minute, wrong setting. We need to go to settings. I'm going to put that back down to 4K, right there. Okay, apply. All right, now I'm going to show you the computers, some of the computer stuff. If I hit Windows D as in dog, we go to the desktop, we can see we are running MSI Afterburner and Riva Tuner. There's your Riva Tuner stuff, and here is your Windows D again. It keeps jumping out. And here is your Afterburner MSI, and here is the fan curve here. So there's your fan speed curve, where we're not even using it right now because we're below 30. So we're going to close that. We're going to shrink that back down. Okay, that's the Riva. Now we need to go to the desktop again and go to NVIDIA control panel to show the video card is a NVIDIA GeForce RTX 4070 Super. Okay, so that's good. So then we say we just close that. We'll just close that. Now we need to go into Windows again and go to the control panel and show the computer stats under System and under System again. Okay, so you can see now the stats of the machine. Just a couple of them. At least it's can see what it is. It's a 12th generation Core i9 12900 KF chip and a 32 gig of RAM. All right, so that's that, and that's that, and that's that. Now, the other reason why it's running so cool is because I have the side of the computer off, OFF. I have the side door off. I don't mind looking at it. It does run cooler with the side door off. I've noticed a lot of people, though, on YouTube, when they do their videos, they have the side door off also. It does run cooler. There's more air. Also, my CPU is liquid cooled. This CPU is liquid cooled, yes. And not only that, being that the door is not attached and the computer side door is off, OFF, I have two 5-inch box fans raised up on a box, cardboard box of some sort, and they're sitting on that box to get them higher up in the air so they can blow right on the CPU and the GPU. Even though the CPU is liquid cooled, it keeps the motherboard a little bit cooler, and it keeps the GPU with fresh air coming in all the time. Ambient room temperature is, now this is another good question. What's the room temperature? Yeah, that is a definite important thing to ask, but that's not the trick question that I'm looking for. But the ambient room temperature, it is cool in this environment that I am in. The ambient temperature is 57. So that is an important factor as well. But you can see during gameplay, during 4K, what the temperatures are. Now, I did see some stuff before I bought the 4070 Ti Super. I was doing some reading online, and I showed some people saying that their GPU was running hot, even during idle, just idle, not even really gaming. So I'm thinking, there ain't something's not right with that. Something's wrong with the machine settings. There's something wrong there. But that's why I made this video. That was one of the things I wanted to point out. Ah, yes, the sunrise. Look at this pretty scenery. Let's get nice and close. We're in 4K. I can't make the jump to light speed because I restarted this game, and it's early. I have a lot of things I still got to do. So if you go into the tech tree, take a look, you'll see there's a lot of stuff I don't have done yet. See, these are not even done yet. I haven't researched a lot of stuff, including the upgrades. You can see all of this is still grayed out. I haven't upgraded much, so I'm kind of early in the game. I have finished Dyson Sphere before about 3 times. I just wanted to come back in, and now that since the updates come up, the battle, the alien stuff is up, but I don't play with that stuff. I prefer not to use the battle because the game is fun enough without it. And the battle to me is, they have all this stuff in here, and it doesn't, for me, it's like useless. I don't want to fight aliens. But anyway, besides all that, so you can see the stats. They're staying right there. And like I said, you got to remember, I'm recording in 4K, so I'm using resources just to use the recording. And it's still running smooth. So that video card, that 4070 Ti Super, that thing is awesome. Now I am gonna rag on my previous video card. I'm gonna rag on it, okay? I am going to rag because it deserves it. The before I had this video card, when I bought the machine, it came with a 3080 Ti. That's what it came with. I mean, it died right after 1 year. The 3080 took a dump, just no output whatsoever, and I was so ticked. I was near $1,000 at the time when you buy that, and I didn't take the extended warranty. Well, you can bet I did this time. But on top of that, this is the ragging part. I'll never buy a gigabyte graphics card ever, because that 3080 Ti, I went on the websites, on the forums, and I was looking at people, what they were saying about theirs. The same thing I said. They said it's the gigabyte brand that fails. Bunch of crap. I was playing Grand Theft Auto, and I was just playing the game, and poof. All of a sudden, my screen went blank. It was like someone unplugged the computer from the socket and just turned the power off. But alas, the computer was still running. The video card just died. So now it's a brick. Well, anyway, enough ragging. Look at that sunset. That looks cool. Or is it yeah, it is a sunset. Look at that. Good graphics, man. So I'm very, very pleased with the 4070 Ti Super. And I guess I'll end the video there. Stunning graphics. By the way, Dyson Sphere program is a very cool game. It will keep you occupied. So I will sign off. So like I said, it's March 22 of the year 2024. Your host is the Big Sissy. Signing off. Later. And one small factor I did forget to mention is that the brand of this video card, of this 4070 Ti Super, the brand of that card is the MSI, and the card is overclocked. And at first, when I was looking at all the stats and reading about, is it okay or good or whatever, what are the pros and cons of getting an overclocked video card factory, I determined that I would, at first I did not want to get one, because I thought I thought the card is so powerful it would run hotter because it was overclocked. And I didn't need a whole lot of power. I think the 4070 Ti Super is plenty of power for what I need it for. So I didn't want to get it overclocked until I started reading about it. And then I found out that it seems like they make them with more quality when they are overclocked to help compensate for that extra heat. So I guess they use better electronics or some extra goodies in there on the video cards, so they are able to overclock them without overheating. But I just wanted to add that on to the vid, as I forgot. So, okay. Later time 2. See ya.